What if I told you that for just $7,949 you could ride home on a brand new, classic-looking Honda Cruiser that feels like it rolled straight out of the 80s but rides like it was built yesterday? No fancy electronics, no overwhelming power, just pure, honest V-twin cruiser vibes. If you're tired of sport bikes that punish your back or modern cruisers that cost as much as a small car, stick around. Today we're diving deep into the 2026 Honda Shadow Aero, the bike that might just be the smartest entry point into cruising in 2026. Transition into main content. Let me tell you why this bike keeps winning fans year after year. Honda didn't try to reinvent the wheel with the Shadow Aero. Instead, they refined a proven formula that new and returning riders absolutely love. Right off the bat, the 2026 Shadow Aero starts at a very friendly $7,949 MSRP. If you want the added peace of mind of ABS, that version comes in at $8,249. That's serious value in today's motorcycle market. Under the tank sits Honda's bulletproof 745 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled 52-degree V-twin engine. This isn't a high-revving screamer, it's a torquey, smooth-pulling mill that delivers power exactly where you want it for cruising, low down and in the mid-range. Paired with a 5-speed wide-ratio transmission and shaft drive, you get a powertrain that's incredibly low maintenance and relaxing to ride. Think about it, no chain to clean, no adjustments every few hundred miles. Just twist the throttle and enjoy the ride. One of the biggest reasons people fall in love with the Shadow Aero is how easy it is to handle, especially for newer riders or shorter riders. The seat height is just 25.9 inches. That's genuinely low. When you throw a leg over, both feet plant flat on the ground with room to spare. At 560 pounds wet for the standard model, 570 for the ABS version, it feels surprisingly manageable once it's off the side stand. The riding position is pure classic cruiser, wide pullback handlebars, forward set foot pegs, and a plush, well-padded seat. You sit upright and relaxed, exactly how you want to be when you're planning long afternoons carving through backroads or cruising down the highway. Styling that turns heads. Visually, the 2026 Shadow Aero nails that timeless retro cruiser look. We're talking deep, balanced fenders, full chrome everywhere, headlight housing, engine covers, exhaust, fork covers, and beautiful spoked wheels. It's the kind of bike that looks expensive even though it isn't. The dual rear shocks offer 5-way spring preload adjustment, so you can easily dial it in for your weight or if you occasionally carry a passenger. Up front, the fat 41mm fork gives it that solid, planted feel cruisers are known for. Fuel injection, PGMFI, means reliable cold starts and smooth throttle response in all weather conditions. No more fiddling with chokes or dealing with carburetor issues on older bikes. Real-world riding impressions. I've spent time on previous Shadow models, and the character is unmistakable. The V-twin has that signature rumble and character without being overwhelmingly loud. It pulls cleanly from 2,000 revolutions per minute, making highway passing effortless and city riding relaxing. The 5-speed gearbox shifts with that typical Honda smoothness. The wide ratios mean you're not constantly hunting for gears. Fifth gear is tall enough that you can comfortably sit at 70-75 miles per hour with the engine barely working. Braking is solid for this class. The single front disc does the heavy lifting, and the rear drum, or disc on some variants, balances it out. If you go for the ABS model, you get that extra safety net, which is especially nice for newer riders or those who ride in wet conditions. Who is this bike actually for? The Shadow Aero is perfect for new riders who want a non-intimidating cruiser. Riders coming back to motorcycling after a few years off. Shorter riders who need confidence at stops. Anyone who values reliability and low running costs over cutting-edge tech. People who just want to enjoy riding without complexity. It's not a performance bike. It's not trying to be. What it does extremely well is deliver classic style, comfortable ergonomics, and Honda's legendary reliability at a price that doesn't break the bank. Comparison: Shadow Aero versus Shadow Phantom. If the classic chrome look isn't quite your style, Honda offers the 2026 Shadow Phantom ABS for $8,699. It uses the exact same 745 cubic centimeters engine and platform but goes full blacked out bobber style, matte black everything, a more minimalist aesthetic, and a slightly lower 25.6-inch seat height. The Aero is for riders who love that shiny, traditional cruiser look with chrome and bright work. The Phantom is for those who prefer the dark, stealthy, modern bobber vibe. Both are excellent, it really comes down to personal taste. The verdict. In 2026, the Honda Shadow Aero continues to prove that you don't need to spend $12,000 plus to get a really enjoyable cruiser. For under $8,500 you get a comfortable, stylish, reliable motorcycle that's easy to live with and genuinely fun to ride. It's not the fastest, it's not the most powerful, but it might be one of the most satisfying bikes in its class. There's something special about riding a simple, honest motorcycle that just works, day after day, year after year. If you're in the market for your first cruiser or want something easy and fun for weekend rides, the 2026 Honda Shadow Aero deserves a serious look. Call to action. What do you think? Is the Shadow Aero on your radar for 2026? Drop a comment below and let me know if you prefer the classic chrome Aero or the blacked out Phantom. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future cruiser and beginner bike reviews. I've got more in-depth comparisons coming soon. Thanks for watching. Ride safe, and I'll see you on the next one.